Fuck.
What's going on?
Oh, not a lot, man. I just wanted to alienate as many people as possible. So that as soon as they turn on the podcast, all they hear is, fuck! They go, okay, this is not for me, and turn it off. Hi, I'm not Greg. We're joined by BladeDrummer today. Say hi.
Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Are you saying hello to me, or...?
I'm saying hello to everyone. A million hellos.
Saying hello to the ether. A million? Gosh.
I mean, I can say hello times a million, or as I can say hello a million times. It's up to you if you want me to take up more time with the podcast. Mate.
If you say hello a million times, it'll take up probably the whole hour. I should start the timer as well while we're on this. I gotta keep track of things. I'm so bad with timers. Like, anytime I'm recording a video or something, I gotta start the timer to make sure I don't go overboard or anything like that. And then I just forget it half the fucking time, and then I spend half a day editing down a 40-minute video to 15 minutes, like, ugh. So
you can go overboard with talking.
Oh my god, I'm probably gonna sell myself out here because I've considered doing like reviews and stuff before, because I think, you know, let's plays are all fun and shit, but you know, it's quite a limited sort of thing, and often let's play channels have a lot of other different sort of videos and things they do. So I thought, you know, I'll do like reviews, like game reviews of games that I've played on the channel. So I actually tried today, like wrote a script, recorded it and all that kind of stuff, got on the edit, and I was like, this is fucking shit. How the fuck does Blade do this? Like, how do you do yours? Do you like actually write scripts and stuff, or is it just like off the cuff?
It's most of it is the script, I'll be honest with you, because if I honestly sit down and I start recording, I will lose track of what I'm saying. I'll easily go in different directions, and sometimes my brain will just go, like, you just have to stop talking. Like, because if I don't sit there and literally just look at a script and just read it word for word, I'm kind of sat there. If someone literally walked up to me and just said, can you give me a review of this film? The most I'll be able to tell you is I either enjoyed it or I didn't. Yeah. And that's probably as far as I get before my brain goes, yeah, you don't want to dive in deeper to this, mate, because you're absolutely going to make yourself look like a dickhead. And people start to question as to how the hell you're a reviewer in the first place. Yeah. So I suggest you just write a script and you just do it that way, because that's the easier way. I mean, I still read through the script, and sometimes I'll like look past words and I'll pronounce something incorrectly. I'll just stop and I'll be like, I wrote this. What is going on here? Like, this is ridiculous. I had that today because I tried writing a review for Lisa the Painful, which was a series that I did. It's my most successful series to date. Yeah. So I thought, you know, the views have kind of been dropping on the channel a little bit. What can I do to kind of help bring them back? And, you know, Lisa the Painful was quite popular. So I was like, I'll do a review of that game because I really, really fucking enjoyed it. I was like, I'll do a review of that. And yeah, I had the same sort of thing. I wrote down this whole script and it took me like 6 tries to say a particular sentence, which was to do with Mad Max Fanatics. And I just couldn't say Mad Max Fanatics for the life of me, like 6 fucking tries. I was like, Mad Max Fanatics, oh, yeah, fuck it. And I wanted to do this like really like fast talking sort of review. I love that sort of style, you know, like zero punctuation, if you've ever seen. Have you ever seen any zero punctuation? I have, yeah. I do quite enjoy those ones. Yeah. Fantastic. And I love that like fast talking style. So I was like, oh, I want to do something like that. And I'm not good with talking. Like you've seen some of my videos and stuff before. I suck at talking. Like I'll stumble over words so quickly. So trying to do like a really fast talking sort of review all the time, just couldn't fucking do it. Except when I say right then that I couldn't do it and I did it. Like a fucking champion. Man, it's because I had a cup of coffee before we started recording, so I'm all jazzed up. Well, I had a Red Bull, so I'll be off the charts as well, so don't worry about it. Man, I'm so pissed. I miss Red Bull. Like I used to drink like a lot of energy drinks. Like back in like high school and stuff, I was like an energy drink fanatic. I would drink so many of them. And even like up until like a few years ago and stuff, I'd drink a lot of energy drinks. But recently I kind of like stepped it down. Maybe I have like 1 or 2 a week. But since like getting on this like new diet, I've like sworn off energy drinks entirely, and I'm like missing them so much. Like I would stab a motherfucker for a Red Bull right now.
but I can't do it. I gotta watch my waistline, you know, can't waste it. It's like this, I do sit-ups every morning. I don't waste the fucking sit-ups, man. Like,
no, yeah. I mean, I've been, to be fair, I've started sort of going on a diet myself, and every morning when I wake up, I'll do my exercises, but I 100% know what you mean about energy drinks. Like, I don't drink them as much as I used to, nowhere near, but it used to be maybe 1 or 2 nearly every day.
Yeah. Oof.
And I get to a point where I think I went on a diet after that, and I had to sort of kind of swear off them. And the worst thing that I did was I went cold turkey on them, which was a really bad idea because I was getting really bad headaches. I wanted to kill every fucking person that got in my way, because I was just so angry that I couldn't have an energy drink, and I blamed everyone else for that reason.
That's literally me with coffee. Like, if I drink so much coffee, like, I know I talk a big game about like drinking water and hydration, and I do drink a fuck ton of water during the day, but I drink nearly as much coffee during the day. Like, I've at times when I like script writing and stuff, and I'll spend a whole day writing a script, I'll drink upwards of 10 to 15 coffees a day. Like, stupid amounts. Yeah. So if I have a day where I don't have coffee for whatever reason, it's exactly like that, man. Like, splitting headaches, stomach aches, just completely irritable. It's like, this probably not good. Like, to not have this thing in your system it causes this sort of reaction should be a big red flag. Like, maybe it's not good enough for you. It's not good for you, but you know, fucking coffee's delicious, man. I'm gonna keep fucking drinking coffee.
Hello, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Some technical difficulties here.
Yeah, so I do apologize. Yeah, I was saying I don't even like coffee, like, so I'm okay there.
Yeah, because you're British. You drink tea, correct?
Yeah, but
drinker.
British people drink a lot of coffee as well. You know, we drink a lot of tea and a lot of coffee. Same thing, really, but maybe more tea than coffee. I don't know. I don't like either, to be fair. So
I don't like tea. I'm right there with you. I like green tea. That's like the only thing I can drink, like green tea, or there's like this lemon and ginger tea, or like peppermint tea. They're like the only ones that I can sort of stomach. But if it's like English morning, whatever, fucking wake up tea with milk and no, can't do it. I don't know what they're called. English breakfast, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't do those, which really sucks. Like, I be very honest here, I'm having financial issues and shit because of, you know, COVID, not working and such. I actually went to like a food bank the other day, which was a really, how do I put this? It's like a nerve-wracking experience, you know, very humiliating, you know, as a fit 20-year-old something man to have to go to like a food bank and get food and shit.
You shouldn't have to feel humiliated though. It just is what it is, man.
I know, but you know, that's how I felt at the time. But after spending like 5 minutes there, I felt so welcomed. Everyone was fantastic. But they gave me this like huge hamper and everything. I was like, oh my God, this is fantastic. You know, I don't have to stress about food for the next week. This huge hamper. And I come home and unpack it, and there was like a box of tea in there. I was like, fuck these guys. They gave me tea. No, I wasn't, but they did give me tea. So next time I go back, I'm going to take the box of tea back and be like, give this to someone who's actually going to fucking drink it, because I'm not going to do it. And I don't want to waste food that's being like donated and handed out to people. But that was like, that's the highlight of my week. How's that?
How dare you be charitable? Fuck you.
Get this fucking shit out of here.
Yeah, like, I mean, honest to God, like, if I got like a hamper and I was looking through it and I found a bag of Brussels sprouts, I could just throw it in their face.
That would, I mean, you could probably do something with Brussels sprouts. Like, could you?
I can't do anything, mate. They're the balls of the devil, mate.
I don't think I've ever had Brussels sprouts in my life, to be honest. Aren't they just?
I mean, you're lucky. You are lucky that you haven't. But...
Aren't they just like little cabbages?
No, they're little balls of hell. They're disgusting.
I thought they were legitimately just like little cabbages. They were just micro cabbages.
Oh, no.
No?
See, I don't mind cabbage. I honestly don't mind cabbage, but no, I mean, Brussels sprouts are...
What's the difference? Is it like really bitter, or is it like... What's the kind of...
Yeah? It's quite bitter. It's just a really foul taste in your mouth that you just want to just eject as soon as possible.
Oh,
I mean, usually like every Christmas, like my dad usually makes Christmas dinner, and he'll always put one Brussels sprout on the plate, and he's like, you got to eat it. I'm like, I'm not eating this shit. He's like, no, you got to eat it. And so what I do, I don't know how I managed to do it, but I literally I pop it in. I don't chew it. I literally just swallow it in one go. I'm like,
no. What wouldn't it make like? Couldn't you just like dice it up really fine, like into like a paste, and then like mix it in with like mashed potatoes or something that actually tastes decent to kind of like mask it, or like drown it in like barbecue sauce or fucking honey or something?
I mean, there's none of that on Christmas dinner to really kind of mush with, to be honest.
Really? What's your Christmas dinner like, actually? Because Christmas dinners are fascinating to me because they're so like regional. They're so regional. Like, really depends where you're from. Like, go through yours, and I'll tell you what our Christmas dinner's like. Because I guarantee they're very different.
I mean, because my parents are vegetarian. I'm not. But then I don't mind the stuff that they serve because it's actually quite tasty. But I'll eat meat when I go out to restaurants and stuff like that. Like, I'll get my share then. But even then, I don't eat a lot. So we'll have like some kind of, do you know the product corn products?
No.
Do you know them?
Is that like spam for corn? It's like artificial corn.
It's kind of like their version of meat, basically, and they do so many different products, like sausages, and what their version is of like a roast chicken, and just different bits and bobs, and it's really good, actually. So we have that kind of roast chicken thing, like a vegetarian version of it anyway, which is really, really good. We'll have like roast potatoes, you've got your usual veg, you'll have your Yorkshires, you've got your parsnips. I guess that counts as veg, idiot. Bread sauce, we'll have bread sauce because I do love my bread sauce.
Bread sauce?
Well, I mean, the clue's very much in the name, but...
Sauce made out of bread? What?
Kind of, yeah. That's one of the ingredients. Like,
Hold on. What is bread sauce? I'm Googling this. BBC Good Food. What's in bread sauce? Milk, butter, onions, cloves. Oh, go away, pop-ups. Cloves, peppercorns, garlic, bay leaf, thyme, breadcrumbs, mascarpone, and nutmeg. I can't even begin to imagine what that would taste like.
That with like the with the corn roast chicken, or just actual meat itself, like normal actual chicken, is really, really good. It's such a good companion to it, and they kind of complement each other.
Damn.
It's good, man. I mean, honestly, if you have chicken, just give it a shot one time and just whack some bread sauce on there and just see what it's like.
I might just have to now. I think when you find these like interesting kind of dishes and stuff you've never heard of before, you're like, oh, you know what? I want to give that a try. That's one thing I really love to do. I never like quite understand people that are like, oh no, I don't like that thing. I'm not even gonna try it. You're like, have you ever tasted it before? Like, no, it just sounds disgusting. It's like, no, just fucking try it. Like, you never know if you're gonna like the thing until you try it. And I'll try fucking anything once.
That's true. I mean, I can be sometimes bad for that. Like, I'll literally look at something and someone will describe something to me, and I'm like, that sounds foul. Like, I don't. No. But I mean, if it's kind of, I think if one of my things is you have to kind of force it on me, and then I'll try it and I'll be like, actually, that's not too bad. But if I look in a menu or someone describes something to me to try it out, like just from the description, I'll say, I'm not going to try that out. But if you just put it in front of me, I will give it a try.
That's like, I remember my family and I went to visit the States. It was probably about 10 years or so. 10 years ago or so, fuck, I can't talk. And when we were there, I got some peanut butter M&Ms. Is that not a thing in Australia, peanut butter M&Ms at the time? We just had like classic and peanut M&Ms. That's it. So I got peanut butter M&Ms because, like, you know, I love peanut butter and chocolate. So I got them. My dad kicked up this huge fuss. He was like, that's disgusting. Peanut butter and chocolate don't go well together. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, mate? Like, peanut butter and chocolate are excellent together. It's like one of the best combos in the world. And he's like, no, disgusting, gross. Literally like 2 or 3 days later, he's sitting there with a bowl of the peanut butter M&Ms, just munching on them, just having the time of his fucking life. And I'm like, oh, see, they're not that bad, are they? He's like, yeah, peanut M&Ms are amazing. I'm like, no, those are the peanut butter M&Ms. He's like, no, these are the peanut ones. I'm like, read the fucking packet, dude. He reads the packet. He's like, oh, disgusting, gross. It's like,
oh, come on.
You were just eating them for like 20 minutes, dude. What are you doing? But it's that mind over matter shit. As soon as he like heard it, he thought it was a disgusting combination, and he tasted it. It's like a placebo kind of thing, you know, mind over matter.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that. Like, I don't think I've ever, because I'm so cautious as to what I eat. I feel like there's never been something where I just start eating it and I don't know what it is. You know, like if I don't see something, but I interpret it as something else. I'm just eating it. I'll never have that. I'll always be like, what is this and why should it go in my mouth?
No, that's that. Yeah, don't take that out of context. I'm gonna re-edit this to a point like in like half an hour or so. I'm gonna say like, it's a dick, taste it, and then I'll cut that with you saying that, and that'll be the trailer for this episode. Blade Runner's first gobby. Oh. Jeez. Well, Christmas dinner, at least for my family, very different. And I think that the big like contrast actually comes down to the season. You know, Christmas time for you guys in the Northern Hemisphere is winter.
It's like sunny for you guys.
Yeah,
isn't it?
It's summer for us for Christmas time. So generally our Christmas meals are cold. So I say that for myself and my family. I haven't had Christmas dinner with other families, so I don't fucking know. But we'd have like ham, like cold ham, and lots of seafood. That's like a big thing for us. With my family at least, we'll have lots of seafood like prawns, bugs, lobster, crabs, all this kind of stuff. All these like nice cold salads and shit. And then fuck it. My mom loves cocktails, but only on Christmas. Any other time of the year, it's like, fuck no to cocktails. But Christmas time, she like whips out a fucking thing. She's like, let's make cocktails. I'm buying these boozes and shit. And I'll just sit there all day making cocktails with her. Like, I need to get one of those big like fruit hats and shit. You know, what are they called? The big fucking fruit hat.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah. I think the ones that they're kind of like all the fake fruit that's like piled on top of each other.
Yeah, but like with real fruit. Oh, it's actually just called a fruit hat. Oh, come on!
I didn't think there was another name to it. I was like, you were confusing me there. I was like, I swear it's called something else.
I feel like that should have a name to it.
It's like the basic shit, my friend.
A fruit hat is a festival. It's just called a fruit hat. Oh, yeah. That's so lame, honestly. But I
mean, that's so basic. It's like going to it's like instead of a cinema, you go to a place. Wait, where are you off to, mate? Oh, I'm just going to that screen that you look at for a bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they didn't even try. Like, what is it? It's a hat that has fruit on it. What are you going to call it? Fruit hat. You know, put it next to the sombreros. Like, come on. This is a weird thing to really get like up in arms about. It's just like that first world privilege on my shoulder, just like, what was your biggest issue today? Oh, they named a thing fruit hat. They didn't put much effort into it today. What was your biggest issue today? I had to walk 600 miles for water and I got my leg chewed off by a crocodile. Fucking woe is me, fruit hat. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's
unfucking believable. But speaking of like first world problems and such, how have you, like, do you have like stress and stuff when it comes to the YouTube channel? Because you've been doing like really fucking well, man. You passed 200 subs now. Well done.
Thank you,
you're fucking killing it. Do you still get that kind of stress and stuff about like, oh, I'm not doing well enough, I'm not getting the views, or are you kind of just
every day? Yep. I mean, I usually my sort of filming days is Friday. So I film and I record, and then through Saturday and Sunday, that's when I do my editing and finishing off and my thumbnails and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Personally me, I suffer from anxiety and depression, and on Fridays, every time I wake up, I always have that straight off thing just saying there's no point in filming it because no one's going to care and it's not going to be good anyway. And I have to kind of fight through that to actually get out of bed and actually like fucking do something about it. But as I said, like, I mean, I've done it, well, I've done how many 32 videos now. 32.
Yeah,
videos.
32.
It's weird to think that I've even done that much. Like, I don't know where the time's gone by with the amount of times that I've done reviews. But I fought it, 32 out of 32 times, and I just go, do you know what? This is stupid, because people do enjoy it, and they've clearly shown that they've enjoyed it. I mean, the fact that 209, I think it is now, 209 people
yes, 209.
have deemed my channel worthy of their time. And that is amazing. Even if just one person had said it, that would be incredible to me. I never even thought I'd get close to 200. I thought I'd be at like 10 for a couple of sympathetic subs from my friends and family.
Yeah, you're fucking killing it, man. Every time I see like your videos pop up, it's like 100 views, 200 views, and I'm like, fuck, how many have I got? 3. Damn it. Blade.
But my most recent views have been actually a bit lower, and I'm not too sure why. Maybe it's, my last video was for that film Hereditary. I don't know if you've seen it.
You did the Haunting of Bly Manor.
Was my last review, but the one before that was Hereditary, and I think that it's one of those things where because I'm obviously still quite a new YouTuber, as they're called.
Rep it.
I don't feel like I can quite do. Personally, I don't feel like I can do old stuff. Yeah. Because it just won't get, like, the algorithm won't just go, oh, that looks good, let's show everyone that. Like, if you're a huge YouTuber,
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Reviewer, like Chris Stuckman and all that, you've probably heard of them.
Jeremy Johns.
They can literally put out what the fuck they want. They can put out like one of the first films they've ever created as a review, and they'll still get thousands and thousands of watches. Yeah, because they've already got the audience.
Yeah,
that's the big fan base of people that would probably like that film. Whereas I put it, and out of the 200 people, I don't know who the fuck's going to want to see it, and I kind of feel like I have to be as relevant as I possibly can just to try and keep the algorithm going.
That's such a huge struggle. Like I've been struggling with the same sort of thing when it comes to gaming. Like I haven't got the best PC in the world. Like I can barely fucking edit my fucking videos, let alone like play games and record. Like I did a session the other day with Jam. We recorded, I think 9 videos and only 5 of them were usable. Like because the PC just couldn't handle it. So I haven't got the best possible PC, so I can't like keep up to date with the trends and stuff that you're talking about and like ride those sort of waves. It's very difficult. But one of the big things that I've kind of learned was just doing what you love, and that's what I've tried to do is like find games that I love to play or games similar to ones that I love to play that I might enjoy doing, and then hoping something comes from that. But it's very difficult because those games, a lot of them I'm playing are fucking old games and they're not relevant anymore. They maybe have 10 people searching for them per month, which is not good for the fucking algorithm. So I can't imagine and with me, I'm putting out videos every single day compared to you like once a month. Yours have to be a lot more punchier and really have to hit that sort of sweet spot for the algorithm to push it a bit further. So I really sympathize with the amount of stress and stuff you must be under pumping out videos, man. You're fucking killing it though. Like you're doing so well, man.
Yeah, it's weird, because sometimes it doesn't feel like I have that sort of many subscribers when you're not kind of getting as many views as you kind of have subscribers,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's just a lot of them who just kind of see the video and they're not interested in it, or they've, they don't really care about that particular film, TV series, or game. The thing is because obviously I review, I do it every week, and I'm kind of almost hoping, because I know that every time someone releases something new, it's generally out on a Friday, which is kind of good for me, because I literally, if something's out on a Friday, I will fucking spam through the whole thing. Like I will watch the film, or I will spam the whole TV series on the Friday, and then I will do the rest over the weekend. But sometimes there's just nothing that's coming out that's kind of relevant.
And you've still got to put out a video, so you got to find something that something that you enjoy that you can do a review on.
Yeah, and I think I actually haven't done. Do you remember my dart videos?
Yeah, I loved your dart videos.
Yeah. And I usually do those like like once a month, but I haven't done the 4th episode for a good while now, and I feel like coming up this week, I probably will do the darts, because I don't think there's anything coming out this week that I can maybe do, because I've done Blind Manor, and that was sort of the biggest thing at the minute that's coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the 2nd season of Mandalorian coming out sort of bang on Halloween time, so I'll be doing that. I'll be straight onto that. And I'll sort of, and the thing is obviously, because I do skits in my videos as well, one of the things that I've kind of been lacking recently is doing like bigger skits. Like at the minute, I've kind of just been doing skits where I'm just kind of sat at my desk and doing things around there.
Yeah.
Whereas beforehand, I was doing more, like, I was being a bit more active. Like I was in different rooms and showing myself and my other self, doing bits and bobs. I mean, hell, fucking in my Last of Us Part 2 one where I was in a forest. Like, you know, I was doing so many different kinds of skits, and I look back and I'm like, damn, I wish I was back to that, but I haven't had the drive to kind of do those bigger ones. That when it comes to recording, I'm happy to just kind of sit here and just do something a little funny, a little skit, and then kind of just get on with the review, really. But I kind of need to. The Star Wars one for The Mandalorian, I feel like I have an idea as to do, like, come back into the skit area, the bigger skit area, and do something bigger. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's difficult, man. It is, especially for when you're.
It is really tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough starting out, and I think that's like the biggest thing when people recommend just do what you love, just have fun with it. Really comes into it, because sometimes it can feel like a fucking chore to like sit down. Like I'll sit down and be like, I gotta record 5 videos today, or I gotta record, like, I gotta edit 6 videos today or something like that. I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. But I think it's important to like catch yourself in that moment and be like, wait, why am I feeling like this? Why? Because I've wanted to do YouTube for fucking years, like 5 or 6 years I've wanted to do this. And I never fucking did it. And then it was like COVID. I'm like, oh, fucking do it. You know, I've got time. I've got time. So let's fucking do it.
You've got time, plenty of it.
That was literally all I had. And yeah, I'd like catch myself at those times and be like, this is something that I really fucking love doing. Like, I'll be blunt. If it wasn't for doing YouTube, I probably wouldn't fucking be here right now. You know, this year probably would have fucking consumed me. I would have been I'd be a statistic. And it really has fucking saved me. So yeah, I gotta catch myself in those moments where I'm like, I don't wanna fucking do this. Be like, why? Why do I wanna do this? Oh, because I keep looking at the fucking subscriber thing. You know, it's been sitting at 83 for 3 weeks, or my last 7 videos have gotten a total of 6 views, you know? And be like, that's not why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for the fucking subscribers. I'm not doing this for the views. I'm doing this because this is what I want to do. Because if I didn't, then what the fuck would I have? You know, I wouldn't fucking have anything. And to kind of bring myself back down to earth there and be like, okay, this is just something that I enjoy doing. Sorry for going on a tangent, a sad tangent.
Oh, don't be stupid, man. It's fun.
Yeah. But anyway,
at the end of the day, right? That is what, as you said, one of the most important things is that you need to enjoy what you're doing. Yeah. Because if you start to not enjoy doing it, then do something else. Well,
it's so strange, because that's been like my entire mantra within like my work life. For example, if I work at a job, like I'll bounce from job to job so fucking quickly. Like within the last, I've been working for 12 years, and in that 12 years I've had probably about 40 jobs. Like if I'm working at a job and after like 2-3 months I'm like, I fucking hate this, I just quit and I'll find a new job, you know? I'm not gonna work in a job I fucking hate for the rest of my life. What? Who the fuck wants to do that?
You gotta love what you're doing, and
that's exactly it, man.
Because the thing is, like, I remember asking someone, and I said, like, how do I get like a bigger channel? How do I get, you know, more views and subscribers? And it was probably one of the worst pieces of like advice I'd ever been given.
don't sell them out.
I'm not going to say who it is, but all they said was just make a Minecraft channel and you get like tons of views. And I'm like,
I've seen that so many times.
I hate Minecraft so much. and I just find it boring as hell. And I'm not going to make videos that I don't enjoy, even if they get me those kind of subs and views. Like that's just, but I won't enjoy doing it. So what's the point?
And the views and subscribers you get from that are not your audience anyway. That's not, unless you specifically enjoy doing Minecraft videos, that's what you love doing. The audience that you gain from doing that is not the audience that you want, you know?
No, because yes, I want to be monetized. That would be lovely. But a big thing that I really want is just like a community of people on my channel who come there because they love film. Yeah. And they want to talk to me about film, and we can have some good chats, and they can chat between each other. And they've got, they support me and they've got my back, and we can all have good chats whenever I put any kind of review on. And I just want that. I see communities in other channels, like bigger channels. So I'm just like, wow, I'd love that so much,
So envious of so many of them. Just the kind of people coming together and chatting, not necessarily about like what you do as a creative, but about things that interest you, kind of being this person to bring people together. That's so fucking cool, man. But
the amount of support people give them, it's crazy. Like you'll see them like fucking donating stuff left, right and center to them. They've got like a Patreon, and there's like so many names on their Patreon. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, like you must make a good like lot of money while also having a great audience to chat to at the same time.
Yeah, I get so conflicted about those sort of things, because like I ideally would like to do this for a living, do this as a job. And like having Patreon and stuff like that, keep the lights on, keep the fucking internet on so I can do the things. But aside from that, I don't want to make a profit off this sort of thing. And that's kind of, I get conflicted about those sort of things, with like donations and stuff. It's like, I don't know. Is that just me? I don't know.
I've literally seen it a couple of times now in bigger YouTube channels where they've said, I feel bad about putting out like a Patreon or anything like that. But literally people say, how can you put a Patreon up because I want to support you? Like they literally ask you to do it, I
think the only thing I would do if by stroke of luck I ever get to that stage, I think I would only do a Patreon. Then I wouldn't monetize the YouTube videos. I would just do the Patreon and not monetize the videos, or like one or the other. Because I've seen some big YouTubers get like really, I want to call people greedy and shit, because I don't know fucking situations. I don't know how people's lives are and shit. But they'll have like a Patreon, they'll have monetization, they'll have sponsorships, they'll have merch, they'll have fucking everything. Yeah. And it's like, I don't understand the situation, but that sort of thing just rubs me wrong a little bit. And I don't know if it's because I don't have that and it's like a jealousy sort of thing. I don't know. But
I mean, I'm a little jealous when I see that stuff,
I'm so jealous. I wish I could do this for a living, but these.
Because I always think to myself, with like merch and stuff, like I always think to myself, what the hell would I even put on my t-shirt? Because they've all got kind of like slogans and random things that they say like in every video, and I'm like, I don't really have any of that, I just kind of, I do my skits and then I do my review, but there's nothing. Like I say every time before I start the review, or just, you know what I'm talking about. Like everyone has their kind of quotes and stuff they put on the t-shirts. Me, I just kind of have like fucking, I don't know, just BladeDrummer just across the t-shirt, or I don't know, just some kind of.
I think those things come with time though. Like eventually you'll find you'll say something innocuous in a video, and then people will kind of like gravitate to that and be like, oh, that was funny, we're going to repeat that, we're going to meme that, within the community. And then that becomes a sort of thing. You go, oh, okay, I can like merchandise this,
And that's ridiculous, because that's me worrying about something that I'm still like 800 subscribers away from even earning a fucking penny off YouTube. I mean, and I'm still worrying about what my merch will be like.
I made, did I show you I made fucking merch?
You did?
I did. I made a t-shirt. That was just for me though. It was never to like make money of it. I wanted a Not Greg brand t-shirt. So I mocked it up, and the only way I could think about actually doing was like through Redbubble, was to mock up this t-shirt design and then buy it for myself. And I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just put it out there. I'm already making it for myself. I'll just be like, yeah, if you want to buy it, there it is. and then kind of forget about it. Like I'm not focusing on it. I know at 83 subscribers, I'm not fucking selling much or anything. Not my intention. But I want to try and find some quotes for you. What can we do?
Because I've always thought to myself, like, should I have something that I say all like in every video, and should I kind of stick to it? And then that was me kind of like processing like some kind of thing to say every time to have a kind of catchphrase or words or what. I don't know. I was all over the place, really.
You could end your videos with toodaloo or cheerio. You know, a British sort of thing. How do you do? I'm BladeDrummer. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Cheerio. I remember there was one thing that I tried out, and I don't think I did it again. And it was on, I can't remember what video it was. I think it was my Unhinged film review. And I remember, and I think I said, I hope you are drumming your way to a good day. Oh, I like that.
And I did quite like that too, but then that was like the only time I ever did it. And then I never did it again. And I don't know why, I just kind of left it.
Or do you use like a template for your scripts, or do you just go like, just blank page every time?
What you mean?
When you write your
actual
scripts?
Review, or you mean the beginning and the end?
Or both. Do you have like a template, or just blank page?
Not particularly, no, to be honest with you, mate. Like I kind of know roughly what I'm going to say at the beginning and the end. Like that's kind of just a given. It's like the usual kind of standard of it. Because I do this skit, and then it'll just be like, hey everyone, I'm BladeDrummer, and I'm back for another review. And then I'll be like, here's Haunting a Blind Manor, let's go. Kind of stuff like that. And then the end is all the whole like, subscribe, all that kind of bollocks.
Yeah.
But the actual script itself, like I will kind of I'll literally sit there and I'll kind of think about every part of the film or TV series, like, you know, like the choreography, how it was directed, the script, the actors, and I will think about each one, and I'll be like, right, let's just write a bit about each of those. It's not kind of, I guess in some ways that's a template, because I'm thinking about each part of the film itself, and then I'll give my opinion as to what I thought about all of that. I
mean, because you could like work in a catchphrase at the end, like a sign off or an intro. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
because my sign off has always been like, that's me out, and then I like smack my like hand towards the camera, but that's not really a catchphrase. Signing off.
I mean, I think it's kind of, it's overrated at a point as well, man. Like I wouldn't stress too much about it. Like I've done it, you know, man, I've done it for quite a long time now. I'm actually going to be leaning away from it now. By the time this is released, it'll be long past now. Because I don't know, it was starting to feel inauthentic, if that makes sense. Doing the catch.
What your one, you say?
Yeah, what up, page 2 bros? I'm not Greg. Hope you're happy and hydrated.
But that's good though. I like that. Like you could have that on a fucking t-shirt. Like I hope you're happy and hydrated.
I do hope everyone is happy and hydrated. But I don't know. It's starting to feel inauthentic. And I kind of wanted to change it up a little bit. I don't know.
Because you can have a fucking like happy frog holding a bottle of water and it says hope you're happy and hydrated.
I hate that fucking frog, man. Don't even get me started on that fucking frog.
Like, and I mean, like, no fucking disrespect, but I actually preferred your first intro to your new one, and I do like your new one. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool.
Oh.
But no, it's not so much the intro; it's more the piano. For some reason, just that dun dun dun. I love that, and I don't know why. Because it's so simple but effective.
Yeah,
and then your new one, obviously, there's a lot of other shit, and I'm like, okay, that's good, but damn, I don't know why I preferred that first piano bit to the second bit.
That's fair. I prefer the new song. I don't know. Anytime I'm editing, I'm still dancing to that fucking song. I don't know. It's something about that song, and that's what I spent so long. Because I commissioned Charlie Mack, much love to Charlie Mack, he's fucking incredible, dude, to do the animation for the intro and the redesign of the logo. And then I was like, I kind of want to change the music a bit. It's like a full like tonal shift of the entire thing, a revamp, or what's the fucking a makeover of the channel. Yeah. So I was like looking for fucking weeks, like literally fucking weeks, all day, every day, listen to fucking music and all this kind of stuff, trying to find things. And it was the only one that I would dance to every time I heard it, no matter where I was. I would boogie the fuck out to that song. And then I was like, it's gotta be that. And then when Charlie sent me through the animation, I tested it out. I'm like, man, I think it works with the kind of how he pops up and then he pops down. Let's fucking roll with it. And then I think it really works on the outro as well. I don't know. It just... Yeah,
no, I mean, as I said, like, I still think it's really good. Just for some reason that's such basic piano. Yeah. Like those basic notes. I don't know why. It just kind of hit me different.
Well, see, the funny thing is when Charlie first gave me the animation, I actually took the original song that I had for my outro, and what I'd originally done with it is I'd actually basically remixed the song, because that wasn't how the song actually went. I kind of just moved some of the piano bits around to kind of get that kind of dun dun dun. And I tried to do it again, but I forgot how I actually fucking did it. So for like 2 hours, I'm fucking around with this audio track trying to figure out how the fuck I did this intro. And I couldn't do it. I was like, I've got this other song that I enjoy much more now anyway. So I was going to keep it. And then I was like, nah, I love this other song too much. I can't figure out how to do this fucking thing. Complete makeover. Let's fucking do it. But
yeah, no, man, it's good. I like it. I mean, I generally, like, with my intros, like as you know, like I usually have like a heavier kind of rock or metal, and I've sort of changed that every time. But the latest one I've got, I really enjoyed because it was a bit quicker and to the point. But every time I hear it, I'm always like air drumming to it every single time. So I know that I like it, and it will probably stay there for a while. I try not to make it too loud because obviously it's still heavy, but I don't want people to be like, oh shit, that's too heavy, and then just kind of click off. You know? I don't like metal, obviously, but
what you said about like you enjoying it, that's like such an important thing when it comes to, I think, content creation. That's something that I think about quite a lot, actually, when I'm thinking about jokes or things I want to do, particularly jokes. I'll think like, does this make me laugh? And if it makes me laugh, I'll fucking do it, or I'll say it, because statistically speaking, someone else is going to laugh at it,
yeah, of course.
But exactly what you said, you're listening to this, you're air drumming along, you're like, hell yeah, this is fucking sick. Someone else in the world's going to have that exact same reaction. So you're golden,
Yeah, like, I mean, like especially with my skits anyway, like when I finish filming, and I'm actually really excited to like put it all together. And then when I do put it together, and it makes me fucking laugh my head off. Yeah. And I'm like, well, that's a good sign. And then by the time it comes to Sunday and I'm near to the end of it, I literally watch a skit and I'm like, oh, just go away, like, go away. Right. And I don't laugh anymore, and it's not funny. And then I'm like, and then I get a bit down about it, and I'm like, hang on a minute, I pissed myself when I first saw this, because so then therefore this is still new to everyone else. Yeah. So it shouldn't matter what I think, because I've spent a whole weekend looking at this.
Well, yeah, think about like sitcom actors. You see like Friends and stuff like that. You'll see these like hilarious jokes, and the actors are just like deadpan. Like they'll react how the character acts. They don't laugh at the joke. And you're like, how are you not laughing at that joke? That was fucking hilarious when he did the thing and the stuff.
Yeah,
but it's because they've heard it 10,000 times through fucking the first script read and table reads and fucking rehearsals and all this kind of stuff, to the point where they actually record it. They're like, I've heard this joke 10,000 times. I'm not even fazed by it. And they can do that deadpan reaction. And you're like, how do they do it? You just tell the joke 10 times.
But then you see their actual like reaction when you watch like bloopers and they hear it for the first time and they piss themselves.
Or if someone goes like off the cuff, like speaking of Friends, man, Matthew Perry was the fucking king of that. Have you seen like Friends bloopers?
Yeah, they're so good.
Oh my god, Matthew Perry, he's fucking god of I don't want to say improv, but this kind of would you count like those sort of things as like improv?
I'd say it's improv, because if it's not on, I guess if it's like not on the script, then yeah, I'd say so.
Oh man, I've been watching Friends a lot recently, which is why I've brought it up twice as an example, as like my go to sleep kind of thing. I could never do it when I lived with my ex partner because she fucking hated Friends. I'm gonna sell her out right here. I know. I mean, it's such an inoffensive show. I don't get it.
It
is not. When you actually, dude, I'm here to fucking break it to you. The Friends are all assholes. They're all fucking horrible people.
I say inoffensive in a way that it's just kind of, you can put it on and it's not like too kind of in your face, you know, it's not, I don't know, there's just, I say lighthearted, but when I watch it now these days, I've spoke to some of my friends about this. There are certain parts that I pick out, and I'm like, this would not fly.
No,
like now, this would And have you noticed that there's not many black people in it as well?
No, there's like 2 or 3 that I can think of.
Yeah,
I mean,
they get fucking hounded for that.
There's so many issues with Friends. I mean, there's a lot of homophobia and stuff. That was, I mean, quite common in the 90s, not to condone it or anything. I think Seinfeld was
Ross.
Infinitely worse. Oh, Ross was fucking horrible with it. Like, oh my god.
When they got that man.
When Freddie Prinze doing as a nanny. He's like,
it was great.
Weird.
Ross was
it's like,
big.
What the fuck? How is it weird? He's just a dude watching your kid, like.
And he was great. He was so great for their kid. And he was just like, oh no, like he's just too gay for me. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, and he's like, you got to be bi or something. It was like, what the fuck, dude? You can't like. But yeah, the 90s, man, completely different fucking time. And there's so many of those homophobic jokes and stuff in there that just.
There is. And the thing is, like, I love Joey. Like, he's my favorite character.
Oh, but he's a misogynist.
But he's horrendous in that part. Like, he just kind of goes about like talking about how he sleeps with women, forgets their names, doesn't call them, as if it's just some kind of joke, and everyone just kind of takes it in their stride.
Oh, Joey, classic.
I mean, sometimes Rachel and that will call him a pig, which is understandable. You can do that and define you. There was one thing where I know where Joey got his like comeuppance, and it made me laugh because I didn't kind of realize it before, but it was when I don't know if you remember, but he starts to like this girl that Rachel and Phoebe like introduce him to.
Yes.
And he really likes her. And then she says to Rachel, like, can you just tell him that I'm not looking for anything serious?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what you fucking do, Joey. You have no reason to be upset because you literally done that to fucking tons of girls.
It should be like a character changing moment. Like from then he considers other people's feelings a bit more, but he just goes back to being a fucking womanizer. Like he doesn't fucking change. He just goes back to being him.
And I noticed that at the end of Friends, like everyone ends up with kind of their life partner except Joey. He ends up with no one.
Yeah, and then he gets a spin-off series that flopped.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's not even talk about that.
I would love to... I think I only watched the first few episodes, but I would love to sit down and do like a full watch of Joey just to see what the fuck happened. Because I don't remember it.
It's just not the same though, you know? It's not the same.
No, because it's an ensemble thing. Like you take any one of the characters out and it's a completely different show. It's entirely based on the ensemble.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, like I wasn't a big fan of Phoebe, and I thought she was a bit pointless.
Yeah. I think Phoebe's most people's least favorite because, I mean, there's even like an episode where they actually call it out. You know, she's not related to anyone, not anyone's roommate. She lives far away. She's left right out. They literally call it out. And she's so different, like personality-wise, to everyone else. You know, she's a bit hippie, but she's also got this rough edge, but then she's very creative, and everyone else is kind of pretty much like a stuck-up fucking Manhattanite, like well-educated, and Joey.
Yeah, she just kind of like, I swear, like the majority of times, honest to God, I do this. Like she'll come in with like a random weird comment that's not funny, and I'll sit there and I'm like, shut up, Phoebe.
Damn, I think I've see, like I've been rewatching it recently, as I mentioned. I realized I used to think like the second half of the series, like 5 to 10, was like the strong years. I used to think that, but now that I've rewatched it, season 1 is definitely the best fucking season of Friends. Like, rewatching that again, the characters are so much more relatable, they're more grounded, the jokes are funnier. And then you get to like the later season, you'll see like Monica acting like a complete dick towards everyone, and they kind of just like ramped everyone up to 12, like skipped 11 straight to 12 and made everyone absolute assholes. Like, Monica was the one for me that really tipped me off towards the later seasons. She was the one I was like, oh my God, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Just let Chandler be Chandler.
Yeah, I just kind of, I don't know, I just always didn't like Phoebe. No matter what she did or what she said, I was just like, oh, shut up, Phoebe, you're useless.
Oh, I mean, she had her moments, sort of. She kind of completely forgot about her dad and her mum, though. Like, the first, like, 3 seasons, she, like, meets her real mum and then meets her dad, and then just 7 seasons go past with nothing, not even acknowledging them or anything.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, where did that go? And also, like, where did Ross's son, like, Ben, go? He's barely in it. He just disappeared, didn't he?
As soon as Emma's born, nothing. He never sees his son again, completely abandons his son, and it's just, awful, man. Have you ever seen After Hours?
No.
The Cracked series?
No, I haven't seen it, no.
Definitely check out, I hope it's still up, actually, because I know they did a big clear out of their YouTube stuff. I'm hoping it's still. I'm going to check right now. But they cracked this series called After Hours. It's all still on YouTube. Fantastic. And they would basically have these 4 people sit around a table and kind of deconstruct movies, but like in a really kind of quirky way to make them seem really fucked up, if that makes sense.
Right, okay.
And they did an episode on Friends that kind of touched on a lot of things that we've talked about, that just absolutely just picks apart the show and is like, this is fucked up because of these reasons and all this kind of stuff. Definitely check it out. It's definitely worth a watch, and it's fucking hilarious. Like, all the After Hours are so funny.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. I'll have to give that a watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's just like, so, I mean, don't get me wrong, like there's parts that I absolutely love, and there's some hilarious parts in Friends that even though I've watched a million times, I can still laugh at.
Yeah.
Like, I think the one episode I recently watched, one of my favorite bits was when Joey's fridge breaks and he shoves Ross into it and he says that you broke my fridge.
You broke my fridge.
It was incredible just to see Ross's face afterwards, like.
Man, that was it's thoroughly good. But yeah, I've been watching it as like my go to sleep. Do you have that kind of thing, like a go to sleep kind of TV show? You put it on the background, a little white noise.
Yeah, I mean, at the minute I kind of don't do it on my TV anymore. I mean, I used to, but I got I got a new sort of TV. It's like an OLED TV, one of the sort of the bigger ones, and basically it's susceptible to screen burn if you leave stuff on the TV for too long. So I don't go to sleep with it anymore. I just kind of turn it off and I'll listen to my fan, but then I'll turn on like a podcast.
Oh yeah.
And like, I'll just listen to that one.
Don't make me Greg.
Yeah, of course I'll listen to that one while I fall asleep, obviously.
But yeah, that's like I don't like sleeping with the TV on because, you know, after I'm asleep, then it's just on, wasting power and stuff, and I gotta pay for the fucking electricity bill.
Yeah.
But if I can't sleep or something, I'll turn like Friends or something on, mostly like Friends or something, to like fall asleep to, because it's something that I've seen 1,000 times. You know, it's just like white noise in the background now, and I'm finally able to start doing that again, and I've been getting to sleep a lot easier now because I couldn't do that with my ex-partner because, like I said, she hates Friends, and it all came down to the laugh track. She said she doesn't like the laugh track with it because she'll be like, just at that point where she's just about to go to sleep, she's almost off, and it's like, and she'll just wake up and be like, whoa, what the fucking shit, and it'll just freak her awake. And I was like, oh, okay, I kind of get it. It kind of makes sense. It is creepy when you think about it that way, but I don't know. Like, laugh tracks are not really a thing anymore, are they? They can laughter?
Sometimes. They're a bit rare. They're a bit, you know, they're a bit more of a rare species these days.
They're kind of breaking out of it, because you think about like common, like popular sitcoms at the moment, like say like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, or even recently is like Parks and Recreation, The Office. I don't really have they weren't canned laughters. They were all closed, right?
Oh yeah, they'd have been fucking ruined with canned laughter.
Oh, dude, Brooklyn Nine-Nine with canned laughter would have sucked.
For some reason, I'd almost expect Brooklyn to have it more than, say, The Office.
Good Place, Schitt's Creek. Does Schitt's Creek have it?
I don't know. I don't watch Schitt's Creek.
Modern Family. I've heard it's pretty good, actually. I'm just having a look at all these, like, the top sitcoms at the moment. I don't even know half of these. Oh my gosh.
I think it is definitely rare. I don't think it's in very much at all.
It's kind of become outdated, I think. And I think if a show does have canned laughter, it immediately feels dated. Like, I think I saw Matt LeBlanc's latest show. It's called Man of the House or something. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
Yeah, that's got canned laughter, isn't it?
Yeah, and it feels so outdated. Like, it feels like a 90s sitcom. Which
it cheapens it, doesn't it? Cheapens it.
It doesn't feel like realistic anymore. Literally, all these sitcoms I'm looking at now, none of them have canned laughter. Literally.
Yeah. It seems literally not there anymore.
Yeah, it seems like such an outdated thing. But fuck, man. Damn.
I mean, even for something like, say, the US Office, like you can't have the canned laughter because you want to make certain situations even more awkward and cringy as possible. Like, you have that laughter in there, it's just bullshit. It takes away any of that.
Oh man, I'm glad it's gone though. I'm glad, because it always felt kind of weird to me, that kind of telling people when to laugh instead of like naturally laughing at a situation. It's like, you should laugh at this now. And, you know, half the time you're just laughing because of the canned laughter, not because the joke actually did anything. It's like this, like, reception in your brain, like, to conform to the situation. You hear a group of people laughing at something, you automatically laugh at that thing because you're like, I'm not the one that's left out of the situation. It was funny. Yep, I'm here too. Don't think I'm weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What was I going to say? Yeah. One thing that I noticed about what we were saying about Friends is that the friendships between them, I don't think is like deserved as well, because when you really look at it, I remember there was one episode where I saw where Ross was saying to, even Ross or Chandler, who was saying to Phoebe, like, oh yeah, you're one of my best friends. How are you best friends? What have you done? You actually don't really like each other that much. Your personalities don't suit each other. No. How is Ross best friends with Joey? Like, their intellect is so different that you can see that Ross just gets annoyed with Joey all the time. And
Joey gets annoyed with Ross. Like, there was a I watched an episode recently where Ross was sitting in the coffee house with someone. I think it was with Phoebe, actually. And she was like, stop talking about dinosaurs. And Joey's walking up to the couch at the time. And he's like, can I talk about fossils? And Joey literally turns around and walks right back out of the coffee house.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's how you react to your best friend talking about something that they're passionate about, is by going, nope, or walking away. Or where they all pretend to fall asleep when he starts talking about things that he's passionate about.
You could at least stay, like... You just stay and take the mick out of it, at least. Don't just fucking walk off.
Yeah. And like, I get that it's not something that they share in common, but like I am quite partial to like professional wrestling, for example. Have been since I was a kid. And my ex-partner was not. But if I wanted to talk about it, she would sit there and listen and engage in the conversation. She wouldn't be like, oh, shut the fuck up, I'm not interested in that thing. It's like, if you've got two people and you're friends with someone, you want to engage with them on something that they're interested in. Even if it's not of interest to you, at least have a conversation with them. You know, be a fucking decent person. That's our lesson for this episode. Be a decent person, everybody.
That's the thing, like, I can understand some, like, Joey and Chandler just suited each other.
Yeah.
They were best friends.
They were
like,
yin
Ross
and
was
yang.
always the outsider.
They were yin and yang.
Ross was always the outsider. Rachel and Monica were friends, but Phoebe was always the outsider.
Yeah, but then there were other relationships as well that I sort of got. Like, I kind of got Ross and Rachel. I could see that. They were a fucking shit couple, but I could see that.
Yeah.
And Monica and Chandler, same situation. Horrible couple, but I can see that. Joey and Phoebe, I could see them. Those two, I really like their friendship actually, because I think they kind of complemented each other really well.
Yeah, I know what you mean there.
But there were a few others, like Chandler and Phoebe didn't make much sense. Ross and Phoebe didn't make much sense. I don't know.
No, when they say they're best friends, I'm like, you cannot say that. Like, because you're just not.
I think it's kind of like best friends in the sense of like your high school best friends. Like you just see them every day. They're always there. So they're your friends until you don't see them every day.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
But just because you all hang around with each other doesn't mean you're all best friends. Like, you can have really close friends and really good friends, but it doesn't mean that there is no way that Phoebe and Ross would be best friends in real life.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be as good of a show then if it was like, some of us are friends, the others kind of just hang around here sometimes. It's a bit of a wordy title.
The new series, Acquaintances.
Yes, dude, I want to write that now. I write a parody of Friends called Acquaintances. People that kind of just like put up with each other because they're always hanging out together. No one ever questions why they're hanging out together. They just keep bumping into each other at the fucking coffee house. They're like, oh, I kind of know you. Let's sit here and...
Yeah, like they're all so wrong for each other, but yet they can't help but hang out with each other.
Man. Well, I think that's gonna do us for this one, man. This has been fun, dude. This has been fun.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
I don't get to talk about Friends all that much. We didn't talk about films all that much, though. It's like the one thing we had in common. I was so excited to have you on and have a chat with you because, like, we're both cinephiles. And, you know, with YouTube and stuff, I've been mainly focused on gaming. So a lot of the other people that I've met through YouTube have all been, like, gaming related, except for you. So I was like, I could talk about movies. But we talked about Friends for, like, 20 minutes.
I think Friends took up half of the fucking podcast.
And you know what? I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, I've got no problem talking about Friends.
So thanks, BladeDrummer, for coming on. You can find BladeDrummer if you're on the YouTube video. The link will be in the description. Otherwise, you can find him at okay, this is not working for me. Blade. Oh no.
Hello.
Is it just? What? I'm trying to find your URL. It's just /BladeDrummer.
I think it's like /C/BladeDrummer.
Yeah. So www.youtube.com/C/BladeDrummer. You find him there. He does movie reviews every Friday. You said they come out?
Every Sunday they release.
Every Sunday they release. So go check them out. This is going to be released in like 2 weeks' time. Do you know what you're doing in 2 weeks' time? What review will be doing?
Yeah, it'll be The Mandalorian Season 2.
So you should check out his Mandalorian Season 2 review that should be out as you're listening to this. Yeah.
Yes, thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. And it's been great talking to you. As I said, it's a shame we can't talk about film, but hopefully we'll do that next time.
We could do another one. We could do another. I don't know why my voice was really high just then. We could do you want to try a sign off? Do you have what was your sign off? Keep on drumming?
No, that was my intro.
Well, let's come on, you got like 30 seconds. Let's figure out an outro for you for this.
Oh, God.
Pressure's on. Let's do it.
I mean, I do my usual one, but it's not the same because I usually do like a sign off, like a salute, and that's shit for podcasting because you can't see me. Just imagine that I'm saluting. Just imagine some big fucking 6'6" giant saluting at you.
All right,
if it doesn't scare you,
I've got the image in my head. Go, son.
Just watch my videos and then you can see me saluting, and then you're good. Then you know. Shameless promotion. Shameless promotion.
All right, bye everyone.
See you later.